celebration of Easter has become past. It was behind us. The times to gather with family and friends and enjoy food and celebration was a week ago. And today we come to church to share Eucharist, a week after that great time when many people gather here at St. John's to celebrate the feast of Easter. But today, we may be a bit of Thomas. Thomas came to the resurrection and had his own thoughts, his own wonderings about it. Maybe there are things going on in each of our lives. What is it that we bring today? Does life make sense this morning? Maybe we want the celebration of Easter to continue. But as Jesus came and called out Thomas in that room, I wondered whether Thomas really wanted to be called out. Maybe he wanted to be alone in his thoughts and musings. But Jesus said to Thomas, "Come out of that cave of sorrows and put your finger into my hands, see my hands, and place your hand into the wound in my side." Kind of saying, do not think that your suffering is greater than my grace. Not greater than my suffering, but greater than my grace. I think Jesus is saying to Thomas and to us this morning, give me your wounded heart. Give me that sense of sadness within you that maybe you have a lot invested in, a way in which we have become a bit hopeless and maybe cynical in our lives. And that kind of melancholy often can pull us in and captivate us for a long time. Jesus is saying, give it to me, even though it may feel like dying to let it go. This sadness in us has made our hearts stony. And we pray today on this week later, it's still really the octave of Easter we call it, we pray that Jesus will give us new hearts of flesh. Jesus is saying, give me yourself, that my pulse may quicken, and that really we may be renewed again in the hope that God provides in our lives. And a part of that is really to give to God our own ego, our own will, because we must admit in our lives that our own efforts, our own will has led us sometimes to believe that we know the way, that we have the answers. And my failures only have increased contempt for myself. When I look at my sin, often it becomes a way to lessen my value and my significance. And sometimes we get afraid of what lies ahead. It relies really on our own power. It is very scary. So Jesus says, look at me, what he said to Thomas. Let go. My grace is more than your weakness. My grace will pull you out of this place where you have a false sense of security. And we ask this day that Jesus come and be our life. We must not believe that the world is more profound than God, or that our efforts that have made us tired, confused, exhausted, that they are enough, the ones they father. What could be simpler, in a sense, than opening the door of our hearts this day to God's love? It is a way in which we again entrust our lives and our will to the care of a loving God. With Thomas, maybe we can say today, my Lord and my God.